Hi, I'm JC Kamau, a local resident to the North Kensington area of town. Now, some of you have probably heard by now that on June 14th, 2017, there was a tragedy that hit our area, a fire in Grenfell Tower. Since this man-made natural disaster, there has been obvious sorrow, but to counteract the incessant mourning, people came together. People chose to uplift their fellow community members. And due to the kindness of the human spirit, our community is changing for the better. As well as these heartwarming acts and the fight for injustice, there has been many creative endeavors coming from this wonderful community. So I have been put on a quest to seek out these Kensington creatives, men and women who have chosen to push the envelope, break out the box, to create peace, love and harmony in their local community, in this area that is surrounding the Grenfell shell. Okay, I'm here underneath the flyover again, well, underneath the clouds, but near the flyover again, with a wonderful woman, Sophie, and you have created a project called
24 Hearts.
Okay, and what is 24 Hearts and why?
So 24 Hearts started straight after the fire as a community arts project, really. That was the idea. And it started, the original plan was to make 24 hearts for the 24 floors of the tower. Mm-hmm. But by setting it up every day, which was kind of an instinctive thing to do, just setting it up every day so there was something constant when everything else is all over the place. So we've just been doing it for 3-4 hours every day at the same time. And then over time it's kind of organically just grown and branched into other bits. And now, whereas at first we were just setting up with a tarpaulin on the grass, now we've got a little space here, we've got a gazebo to work under, and the hearts are getting bigger. Are going out onto carnival now as well. So.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So how did you acquire the tarpaulin and things like that? Did you buy them yourself? Did the community
amazingly donation after donation, we were able to just keep going like that. Our original gazebo, we did manage to secure some funding more recently, but our original gazebo came from an 81-year-old lady called Miss Bibbs.
Oh wow!
Lives on Powers Square, and
nice.
It's literally every time we've needed something, it's appeared. You know, like every time, like we were borrowing a gazebo down in Maxilla and said, "God, it'd be great to have one," and then there was a phone call saying, "There's Miss Bibbs here. She's got a gazebo she doesn't want," and we go around and it was exactly like the one that was just down there, and then it was just kept happening like that. Every time we've needed something, someone's arrived. Because like in terms of funding, that can be slower to kind of come through.
Yeah, definitely.
So no, it's been, I mean, the whole process is just it's I don't know how to say it. It's just it's been organic.
Grown out of,
it's grown and just out of that simple thing of just the same thing, the same space every day.
So your background is a local artist?
Local artist and teacher as well, but local artist, teacher, puppet maker. I've been living on Ladbroke Grove for 15 years.
Oh, okay.
And so I've seen particularly my spot, like I'm right next door to the pub, right opposite the library, all these places that are...
Oh, the KPH?
The KPH and the North Kensington Library as well, which is another space that... it's just questions.
We're losing a lot of spaces, aren't we?
Yeah, and it's happening everywhere and all around. So it wasn't by coincidence that we picked this space. Actually, so the night of the fire, then we were in the pub and we were in my flat, and then we heard all the sirens. So we went back to the pub and we went up to the roof, and just saw it, saw it, and you can't unsee that. And we walked down here that night, so we walked down here at sort of 2 in the morning, and actually it feels like every day since then we've done exactly the same thing. We've walked down this route, but we'd already been saying that there's no reason for this spot, like all the space under the Westway there, to be so dingy and unwelcoming and unused, and that's part of our choosing the spot, really. And obviously there's Bay 20 there, which is a lot of history behind that as well, and
being a dead space,
more of a story to that. But anyway, in the time that we've been here, it hasn't just been heart-making. Matt has been, if you saw that space when we had got our access to it, it was knee deep in leaves and pea and broken glass, and while we've been here, stripped down those walls, painted everything up. So Matt's actually painted all the way down from there down to there. You can see the bit there that hasn't been painted.
Yeah, you can see the
and he's weeded all the way around, just stained these benches, just putting some care into this environment, which is, that's what we felt with the pub. That's what we found with the pub, that as we started to take care of it, other people started to take care of it. And it's felt, I suppose, like the most positive thing that we can be doing. It's just felt really positive, because then you can explain to children as well, like when you do have a look at that wall over there, every single one of those hearts tells a story. Every one has been made by someone who's come past and sat and taken the time and added it to the wall, just to show a wall of love, a wall of unity, a wall of strength in the community.
So tell us about the hearts. What is it that people actually have to do to
make a heart?
Yeah.
To make a heart, just come along. Well, we've actually now in Acklam Village, so now we're involved with Kensington and Chelsea School's Carnival Band.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
There was some really nice synergy there, where they'd already chosen their theme a long time before anything happened, and their theme is Rise Up. And they've got 4 birds in their costumes, and one of the birds is a Sankofa bird, and it has this heart-shaped tail, so it already felt like a really lovely kind of hand-holding exercise there. And they've got a phoenix as well as one of their birds. And so we've been working together making the hearts with the children there, and that now means that they're going to be dancing with them on the carnival route. So the hearts are now going from the fence here out into the parade.
Oh, fantastic.
Being held by children and out. And if I'd say where it all started, where the heart actually started, was this time last year. Exactly this time last year, I made a giant that heart that said community. That I put up on Ladbroke Grove.
I have to say, I've Instagrammed that.
Have you seen it? Yeah. So that was, as an artist, that was my love letter to Notting Hill Carnival and this area and all the communities, because I've been in Ladbroke Grove for 15 years, but I've grown up all over the place, and those 2 days of the year, I'm just so proud of this area.